Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's Chad here once again to take you through another video. Now today we are going to do a video all about loops. So there are thousands of loops in Maschine as standard that you can use to make your beats. So today we are just purely going to make a beat based around those loops. So we're going to use like for the main sample, we're going to use a loop. For the drums, loop. Bass, loop. We're going to get through all that. I'm going to show you a few other little tips and tricks as well to work around these loops. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So I'm in loops already, so all you have to do is just navigate up here and you'll find this loop logo here, and then you've got a list of all your different loops. So we're going to look for something under piano and keys. So if you just scroll through them till you find something that you like the sound of. Definitely want something with keys, not something harsh like that. Right, so when you use loops in Maschine will just paste it in at the BPM that you already have set. So we're going to go for something around 90 and work from there. So if I just take this and just paste it in. So if I just hit it in here, so if I go and we make this a bit bigger and also loop it round. Try it again. So you can hear that is hitting perfectly. So we have our initial start for the sample. So next up we'll just change categories and move to drums. Now we're looking for drum patterns, aren't we? So we're not looking for, so obviously if you wanted just small parts, you could just pick, oh, that's not what we're looking for. So drum pattern. So to match this sound that we've got already, we want something a bit chilled, a bit kind of laid back. How funny would it be if we did not find anything that was chilled? We'll see if this will fit. If not, we'll go and have a look for something else. So that's already pasted that in as a clip. We do not want that. So we will go back here. We'll delete this. Make the group ourselves. Hit record because we want patterns, not clips. Much easier to work with, I feel. We'll make this 2 bars long. Now again, when you drop this in, this will just match the BPM that you've went for. I don't like those crashes. So we could just take that first bar of drums and have that as our loop. If we wanted to, we could have that little fill. But for me, that's sounding a bit harsh. So we'll stick with that. That's how we're going to go forward with this beat. See, I think we've managed to find something that does tie in with how this beat is sounding. We're going to take the metronome off because we have our drums already. So what we could do is look for a snare as well. We take this, drag it in. So that is one particular route we could go down. Another thing we could do is we could go into one shots, look for drums, look for a snare. Take this one for example, drop that in, and then just go. And just manually add in a snare if we're not happy with the loop. So next we're going to look for some kind of bass. So back into loops, take off the snare and the drums, we'll look for a bass. And a lot of times the loop will tell you what the key or what note is being played in the bass line or in the loop. This one here that we have, the drums lay low, it doesn't have anything, but we're not going to get too far into that in terms of key matching and stuff like that. We'll just get something that we think sounds as if it's just going to use your ear. So these all can be starting points for if you have maybe a bit of creative block where you don't know how you want a beat to start, so you want to sit down and get creative. and you've got no idea how you want to start, you just want to do something, loops can be perfect just to get an idea down, to get an instant start. A lot of times if I'm maybe struggling to find a sample to use for a beat, or struggling just for an idea, loops can be perfect just to dive in, get something down quick. Even if you don't want to program your own drums, you can just grab a drum loop off this and throw it in and get started. A lot of times that can spark other ideas. So loops are definitely a potential avenue for a creative outlet. We might try this one. So we will drag it in. I'm going to make it longer. And you can obviously as well change and adjust the pitch of it as well. But I think that sounds perfect as is. So from here you could maybe start to just give yourself a little bit of balance. So bring that bass down a little bit, pan the main. Again, you can add your effects to these as well. Get your EQ on there. Get a bit of highs in there as well, make that sound a bit brighter. It is already a bright sounding sample, but you want to bring that out a bit more. Some delay. EQ this hit here. yeah, so just through using loops, you can start with a great idea and flesh it out to be something even more. Like you could add guitars to this, you could add another sample to this as well and just pitch it to adjust and to fit the actual overall feel of the beat. And I think you could probably hear we have the makings of a really good chilled out beat here as well. And this could just be like an intro. From here you could probably go and find some other drums to back this up, like so. For example, let's go back in to the drums, to patterns, so we could layer this up as well. So as I say, this could be your main intro. So if we just take that away just now, so say this was your intro, you would maybe make this run for like 8 bars. And then say we wanted this to start here. Bring this in. Drop in these original patterns. So from there, you have your intro. And then this part could be the main, the main bones of your beat, as it were. Here comes the drop. Again, we're not doing anything crazy with these drums, but you could add, I mean, we've got these safari pedals as well. Put the drive on that as well, just to give it a bit more oomph. In fact, what we have done is we've put that on the wrong one. I'm going to put it on these drums. And yeah, that's how you would use loops in Maschine, folks. It's a great way to get started. As I mentioned earlier on, it's a good initial start if you're struggling to find how you want to make a beat. If you just want to get an idea down, if you want just drums already made for you to give you some inspiration, you could layer up the drums. As you can hear, we've done that already in this. If I take everything out, we've got these drums and these drums. You can hear how they're complementing each other as well. And initially we were thinking we didn't have the drum loops to match the sound that we were going for today, but here we go. So yeah, that's going to do it for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you all got something from it. I certainly did. We're always moving forward, always learning. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos. We post regular content. And I will see you all again. As always, folks, take care. Bye.